Good morning. Good morning. Break out the brush again, huh? All right. Take her up. What's up, everybody? A good morning to you all. Welcome to another beautiful Sunday. It is Sunday, March 6th. And we are all here. Who is here with me today so far? Miss Terry. What's up? Mr. Chris. What's good, sir? Miss Michelle. Hello. There's Mr. John. Good morning. So, folks, it's 10:45 a.m. Sunday, March 6th, 2022. There's Miss Sandy, Mr. Dan. So, folks, as we all know, because a lot of people don't follow the news. They don't. At least it's growing back in. I'm not going to cut it again for a while. All right. At least most of us know what's going on in the world. We're watching the invasion of Ukraine. We're watching the war. We're seeing live stream pictures and videos of war. We did this many, many years ago, the war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan, little conflicts here and there. But we're now seeing a big shift in change in how people view refugees. We saw the mainstream media call these refugees civilized and intelligent, as referring to refugees who are darker skinned and them being not civilized and not intelligent. Yeah. And it's fucking funny that these reporters said this while they're reporting. Yeah. One guy even said, I choose my words carefully. And he still went on to say that these refugees are civilized. Just for clarification purposes, anybody who wants to trust me, a refugee is what you have been turned into, not what you are, and your skin color doesn't make you a refugee. If my hometown gets bombed and I lose my house and America's under attack and I flee to Canada, or I flee to Mexico, or I flee somewhere, where am I going to go in America? I'm a refugee. We all become refugees. Difference doesn't make what skin color. What difference does it make what our face looks like? What difference does it make what clothes we have on? What difference does it make where we're from, or how we worship in any way, shape, or form? It's the rest of the world too. It's still, it's still an antiquated way of thinking. So today is Sunday. Wait. Sunday service, military, citizens, civilians. What does service mean? Everybody talks about servant leadership. I happen to know people who are servant leaders, and you can clearly replace the word servant with serpent because there's nothing that they're leading except for their bank book, their checkbook, their account. There's nothing that they're leading except poor people into worse scenarios. Servant leadership means if you're here and you see somebody here, you grab them and you pull them up to here. And if you have the strength, you can push them up above you. And then you see somebody else, you can grab them too. When there are people who are ever in those leadership spots, but they keep others here, they're not picking them up. That's not serving. That's not serving. That's not leading. You know, in a time of war, especially on this scale, World War III, we are asking our military, we are asking the world's military to intervene. Go in there and fuck shit up. Go in there and blow shit up. That's what we're doing. That's what we're all thinking. Why doesn't someone just go fight back? What happens to those military men and women when they come back home? Does our country treat them with reverence? Other than the occasional thank you for your service? Very condescending. I've had many military men and women tell me, I don't want to be thanked for my service. I just want medical care. I want access to cannabis. I want health care. I want my family taken care of. I want to break on my taxes. I want housing. I want clean water, a roof over my head. Looking at how great a country is shouldn't be measured by who's on top. Anybody could be on top and still have a bad country. Who's on the bottom? Who's on the bottom? Why are they on the bottom? Our citizens are supposed to do their due diligence to make this world a better place as a citizen of the world. As a civilian, you're supposed to make your area a better place. You know, I watched a TikTok video. It's just a random guy. I watch TikTok because I think people are very open and honest on TikTok. You see things that you're not going to see in the mainstream media because they're not controlling it. That's correct. But you're going to see people very openly and very honestly give their opinions. And although it is opinions, you're seeing sort of a social conscious, a social consciousness as well as a social conscious emerge with people giving their opinion and people halfway around the world going, I agree with you. That makes sense. I never thought of it that way. I watched this guy. I believe he was in Arkansas. Some, you know, some small little town, probably riddled with white supremacy and KKK and who knows. But he gets on his TikTok and he says, listen, you don't know what it's like living over here. I've lived here my whole life. My family's lived here their whole life. And he's like, to hear idiocy being spewed out of people's mouths. America, Donald Trump is our hero. F the black people and kill the Jews. And he was going on and on and on about how bad it is in his neighborhood. And then he said, you got to feel sorry for these people. You have to at some point. Their whole entire lives, that's where they've been. That little itty bitty town. They haven't gone anywhere. They haven't traveled outside of their towns. They're all together and they're all waving Trump flags. So in their mind, the whole world is waving Trump flags. So they can't imagine how Trump lost. And they believe, well, everybody voted for Trump. Of course they cheated. And he made other videos too, and I watched a couple of his other videos, and he said how he sat down with an old man, and he said, you know, you're a smart guy in this community. I've heard you tell people, you know, hey, this isn't right, this isn't right. He's like, how do you convince somebody who doesn't have the capacity to understand that there's more than they're looking at? How do you serve somebody like that? How do you help an entire town where the preacher is the mayor? The the deacons own all the restaurants in the neighborhood. The church ushers are all store people and they live in the community and work in the community. How do you serve a community where everybody is the same and they're forced and fed the same hatred year after year after year? The kids are going to Sunday school and they're being taught white Jesus, white apostles, white everybody, and the Jews killed Jesus. And the Romans were innocent bystanders in all of this. And black and brown people are our enemy. How do you serve that? How do you talk to somebody and tell them this is wrong? Look around you. Go to other places. And the guy had no answer. He's lived in that town 80, 90 years, old man. Nothing. No answer. So I had the privilege of being brought up in Brooklyn. I have seen it with my own eyes. my own ears. I have been a victim of it. I have seen others be a victim of it. Hate is hate. It does not necessarily. My battery's going to die. That sucks. So let me get right to the point before I die. Before my computer dies. Yeah, I don't want to die. I have done this in my journeys this past year and a half. I've reached out to people and let's talk. Most people, I don't want to talk to you. Fuck you, you're a libtard. Fuck you, you're a race traitor. I've been called a race traitor. I have been called a disappointment to the race. I have been called all kinds of names. When does it end? It's got to end when we as a community, and I specifically say the cannabis community, has the power. I'm going to roll this up. Well, I'm not going to roll it. I'm going to break it up, smoke it, because I'm pretty sure my battery's gone. The cannabis community has the opportunity because it is now one of the most talked about things other than the war, other than politics. Cannabis is everywhere. Cannabis is not going anywhere. Cannabis is life. And as I smoke on my beautiful new pipe, let's say it together. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
What?
Play God Provides by Tamala Mann.
Here's God Provides by Tamala Mann on Amazon Music.
God provides, so why do I worry about my life? When you come to my rescue 1,000 times, every other voice, it is a lie. God provides, God provides in ways I can't explain and can't deny. The little that I have, He multiplies. Just when I feel He won't show up on time, God provides. He'll come through when the clouds of doubt now you finally see what God can do for you. So tonight, close your eyes, there's no more need to fight. Watch God provide. God provides It's hard to say when there's no food to eat, or what you see feels all that life will be. And will this be another year of misery for me? But my faith can't survive on just things I see. And my feelings can't control my destiny. See, God, I only want what you believe for me. So tonight, close your eyes, there's no more need to fight. Ooh, watch God provide. He will provide before your eyes. He will. So tonight, close your eyes, there's no more need to fight. Watch God provide. Whatever you need, I know that He will provide. He's still ready. Yes, He will. He'll open the windows of heaven. So tonight, close your eyes, there's no more need to fight. Watch God provide.